I just wanted to show you, excuse me, I'm going to do an overlay, a foil overlay, a copper foil overlay on a cat head. Like, remember that? I don't know if you guys seen that cat that I did not long ago. On the head, basically an overlay is where there's solder, but the line doesn't, it's not a cut line. It's just a foil overlay. I don't really know how to explain it. But you'll see. Anyways, if you want to know how to do it, I'm gonna do it. And that's really all I wanted to show you. I think you guys pretty much know how to copper foil already. But if you don't, let me know, and I can always foil and just like give you pointers along the way. But otherwise, it's pretty much just the cat head what we're doing today. So let's get to it. All right. I do this better than niggas. I'm the G, the OD, the rap. Just put that together, my nigga. Yeah, I let them feel these shells from these forearms if you get in defense. Yeah, I show the road to these rappers. No wonder I always may weather these niggas. I spot them, I'm bringing their paws. Like just say that shit. All right, so here's the cat head that we're gonna do the overlay on. So what we want is we're wanting this right here, that line, and then don't. So I put a pen mark right there because I was gonna make this a different piece originally, and then I decided not to. Hold on, sorry, one second. I'm gonna turn my music down. Um, I was gonna make this one piece because I thought this was gonna be too much of a difficult cut, but I did it. So I mean, I don't know. I ended up trying it and it went fine. So I was like, all right, legit. Well, that wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. Anyways, so this line actually stops right here. Right here. And so I'm doing an overlay to about right there and right there. So we want 1, 2, 3. We're going to have 3 overlays, okay? So what I'm going to do first is, this is a top piece, but what are the pieces that are lining it? This one, this one, this one. So I'm going to do all of those ones. So this looks like, I don't know if you guys can tell from the video, but like, do you see the difference in the glass size? Hold on. Let's see if I can. Hold on. No, let me pull it back. You still can't really. Let's see if I hold it. See that tiny bit of a difference? I'm probably going to use, that tiny bit makes a difference. I'm going to use, matter of fact, I thought I already did one. Yeah, here, look at. So I used the 3/16 foil on this pink one. And look at the overlap is just fine. So I'm going to do 3/16 on the pink. But then when I do the other glass, that's like just regular normal glass size, I'm going to go back and do the 732. So just because you have a piece doesn't mean you have to all do one foil size. You don't have to do one foil size. You can do however many foil sizes you need. What you're trying to do is get the overlay to match on every piece of glass. So that's really what you're trying to get at. Anyways, I got a little sidetracked. Sorry, my bad. I do that. So I want to do the leaf. I'm going to do this petal and then that one. And then that way we can do this one. And I'll show you why. Actually, do I need to do that? I'm going to anyways. Just because I got time and I just want to make sure. If I'm not sure, I'd rather be safe than sorry. That's for sure. And you guys do know that when like I'm going to put this somewhere, right? This seam. Yeah, you want the seam always on the inside. Don't put it on, don't put it there. Anywhere else is fine. Don't put it there. Don't put it there. Don't put it there. There. Like, you don't want the seam on the outside because what will happen, especially if you don't polish and wax your item, then over time, as that solder oxidizes, that little piece of foil is going to start to lift right off the thing. And then you got then you got a whole other issue on your hand. Wow, I must suck. I went from 20 people to 6 in a matter of 2 seconds. Oh well. And you're just kind of like going as hard as you can. Because you want that foil really sticky. I keep my foil, I've said this before, I keep my foil in a Ziploc baggie because copper foil does oxidize. So I still don't understand, and I have yet to get to ask someone. Matter of fact, maybe today I will. Like, I don't get how people store their copper foil in one of those things that like you unroll it and it's just like it's a holder and it unrolls it like as you go. And I'm like, okay, I get that, but I guess you could just slip the whole thing in a big Ziploc bag if it's like big enough or whatever. So let's do the cat head real quick because I want to show you guys this. I'm gonna use a 1/4 inch on this. Why? Because no, wait, it just depends. I don't know. Yeah, no, I want a 1/4 inch. So I'm gonna use a 1/4 inch on that. Why? Just kind of because I personally like using a little bit thicker of a foil on the outer layer. Why? Because this isn't having anything else that's holding it together. This is just like out in the world by itself, and so like I don't know if that makes. I mean, I feel like I'm not making sense, but like I want this overlap strong. I want it to be kind of a big overlap. Why? Because of the fact that there's nothing else besides that little overlap on that last piece. I mean, maybe that shouldn't matter. Maybe I have it backwards. I don't really know. Anyways, we'll find out, right? Let's see. Matter of fact, here, let me do this piece. So I'm just going to take a different piece of glass that's the same type of glass. You know, another part of the cat. And let me just foil this real quick and see if I like it or if that is going to be too thick for me. No, I like it. So yeah, so I do want a 1/4 inch. Alright. So that's fine. I don't get YouTube. Sometimes I take songs off my playlist. I'm like, I took that off my playlist like 3 months ago. I don't know why it's still on there. And yeah, there's tools out there that you can use for it. That's totally up to you. I bought actually a tool before in the past. I think if you've heard me before, you might have heard me say this. I bought a tool. It did not work well. I did not like it. It was just, anyways, I was like, well, that was a waste of money. And I went back to doing it. And now I've gotten pretty fast doing it by hand. So I probably won't ever buy anything to help me do it again. But if you want to get one, I think the ones that look like they work the best maybe, and this wasn't what I had bought, but those little round ones that like spin, I don't know how to explain it, but hold on one second. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey. You lost 5 dogs over the years. Hey, Baz, if you're still here, what do you mean by you lost 5 dogs or dog over the years? I don't get it. If you're not here, sorry. Like I said, it's my phone's like, I'm really short. I'm only 5 foot, so the phone is like literally eye level to me right now. But I have to stand up to see if there's anybody like saying anything. So You know, short people problems, whatever, right? I tell you, short people not problems are like if a killer came in the house, well, I could get in like any cabinet and just hide, and then like come out blasting. All right. So, anyways, now that I do want right, try like that. See how those like they look the same? No, this one is a little bigger. I don't know. I guess I could do 732. All right. So I'm gonna go back to 732. It's a little bit more dainty, and I like the way it looks a little bit better. This is like nice too, but it's just a tad thinner, and it just like I want that. I don't want it like bold, and I don't want it, you know, obviously not to hold together. I just want that sweet spot. So here's the cat head. I already wiped it down with rubbing alcohol. You know, around the edges. I hope you guys did that. If you didn't, do it. So, matter of fact, where's my cotton ball? Oh, you just go like that around the edges. Okay, right? All right. So, I'm going to put, you also never want to put the seam on a curve. So, you don't want to put it here. We'll put it right here. Because that's, look at it's like perfect spot. So, line it up. And then I take my finger and I just kind of hold that. Now, when you're going to the curves, you want to like, so here, that one's nice and tight, right? But now give yourself like, don't, see how I'm putting my pinky right here? And so that way that holds in that corner, because if you don't, that's fine. It's just don't pull it too tight then, because what happens is you'll get all the way around and then you'll realize you didn't leave yourself enough slack in that little corner area. And when you're going to brandish that down, it's not going to want to, it's going to want to bust on you. It's going to break. Hold on, I got to plug in my phone charger. Okay. So, so that's why you just want to make sure, like, when I'm going around a tight corner like this, to me, that's a tight corner. Okay, that's what I call a tight corner anyways. It's very squarish. Okay, so I'm pressing all that in, and then that part's easy. Yeah, no problem. Now, see, I put my finger there again. Hold that next spot. That way I know that's not going to move, and I'm not pulling too hard. And then with this, I just kind of like press my thumbnail in there. Does it look even? Yeah, okay, good. Again, go like, so with this one, I hold my thumb in there now. And then let me just get this up on here, just even. Boom, now I can switch it back because I'm not left-handed, I'm right-handed. So I'm not saying that I can't be ambidextrous or whatever the hell it is, but right now I'm looking for so see, and I almost pulled it a little there too. All right, now this one's gonna be a little bit more of a biatch, but let's see. So I just kind of run here. Look at, watch. I'm just running my finger as even as I can, and then there's just pressure up on in there, and then down. Okay, see, that's uneven. It's all right. Go like this, and then I'm gonna press it up there again because I want to make sure like that I'm gonna have enough slack. Because if I don't have enough, this is gonna tear, this is gonna tear, it's gonna tear here. And that's fine, you can fix it. It's just that that's wasting you time that you could like already be on to the next part, you know? So that's the only reason, you guys. All right. Wow, I did all that. Oh my God. So I forgot about the overlay, and I don't know how you guys do the overlay, but wow. All right, so that's all right. I'm gonna show you twice. I'm gonna show you twice. That's just all there is to it. So the reason I'm taking all this back off is because when I did the overlay last time and I liked the way I did it, you know, you want to do the overlay first and then foil the outside, and I'm an idiot, so I decided, I don't know. Anyways, all right, so for the overlay, I don't have any copper foil sheets. You can buy copper foil sheets. You can use whatever regular tape you have, except for if your overlay was thicker than that, then that's kind of an issue. Luckily for me, I have this 1/2 inch copper foil that I use when I'm doing the pressed flowers, because it's thick enough to hold 2 pieces of glass together. So I'm going to use this. So I'm just going to pull off a strand, cut a piece. I got a nice like foot here, longer than that, probably 15 inches or something. And I'm going to use that 1/2 inch because it's thick enough that I can cut the foil overlay. Now, for the foil overlay, what are we going to do? Let's get closer here. So, we want this, a line that looks like this. Unfortunately, this is where, well, not unfortunately, y'all got it. If I can do it, you can do it, trust me. I'm not that great. So, anyways, we want to make a foil line that looks like that. I guess if you wanted to, you could kind of, no, you can't. I don't know how you're going to do it. But, so, how did I do this last time? I'm trying to think. I think I just cut it out like this. So I'm going to take the cat head. I'm going to put this here. And then I'm going to put it, this is where I want it. Right? So I want it like, oh no, maybe a little more like that. Alright. So I'm going to start right at this. No, I don't like it like that. Okay, now I know where to mark it. So let me take this off because I'm kind of afraid about messing up the glass. And I'm just going to get it as close as I can to what that looks like. So let's try. Let's see if I mark it here. How did I do this last time? Damn, now I don't remember. And I mark it right here. Alright. Now, if you want, matter of fact, we could try it like this. I didn't do this last time, but I'm willing to try something new. So, let me see. Oh, I forgot it's Super Bowl Sunday. Sorry, my Packers aren't playing, so I don't care. No, I don't like that. That's right. I didn't get it curved enough. Alright. So this is just kind of, I don't know. We're just winging it here. I'm going to try it like this again. Ready? Actually, I do need this. Hold on. This cork thing, I don't know. It just comes in handy for me. So. Oh! I remember. I remember now. Now I remember how I did it. Alright. Like I said, you guys, this is the second time I've done an overlay. So I was like, wait, how did I do that before where I got it to... Okay, so the real big thing is what I'm wanting to do is that I want the overlay to go first, because then the overlay is going to stretch all the way to the outer corner, and then you're going to foil it. So that way the foil, once you foil the sides, it's keeping that overlay, like it has it kind of tucked under. You know what I'm saying? If you do the overlay after, it's not gonna have that. It's not gonna have that done. So I took the backing off. Oh, that piece is no good. Okay, so let me cut a piece. Boom. I wanted about, let's see. I wanted, I need that straight. And I cut it just like a millimeter longer, just in case, to give me a little room to fudge up if in case I do. Alright. So take the foil off, and then you're gonna stick it to alright, cool. Brandish it. Doesn't really matter right here, but we're gonna do it. Hold on, this sounds legit. Alright, now comes the part where you wanna kinda like utilize those art skills or something, because alright, let me see. Hold on, sorry, I'm gonna like not focus for a second. I have to like just think.
Who you know pop that shit like this? Who you know drop 10 bands on fits? Who you know step in the motherfucker clean? Don't watch me, boy, better watch your bitch. Who you know pull up unannounced, face car so good, I ain't gotta be on no list. I got them scrambling, wondering how many cares I'm finna go put on this wrist. Who you know fucking with the kid? Tell me who did what I did. Who you know business legit? Who you know really been having this shit?
That's me, slumped over.
Jet lag, I show off a bag, I'm still gon' get it for free. Cash better, more better, we come in this bitch and turn up 100 degrees. Grind, stunt, slide, glide, bitch, I'm gone. We just tryna vibe, tell that little bitch leave me alone.
Okay, now.
Better, ooh, shit, that sound familiar, swear. She my biggest fan, swing them legs, round the set, my oil around the room. I ain't doing shit I ain't gotta do. She say I'm a cocky dude, but fuck it, bitch, I got a lot to prove. I'm out of this world with this shit, I feel like I popped the shroom. My dog said they proud of me, but my nigga, I'm proud of you. Brand new whip, I'm swerving. Brand new bag, I'm flexing. Do it look like I'm stressing. Drop for the racks on the necklace. Who you know hate more than a nigga from the same city that you from? Now they know they better call Big Mo when it's time to get the shit done.
Alright. So now you got that. Take that little tiny bit and just lay it over. And then I'm gonna make sure it's just kind of tight in there. I know it's like nothing, right? That's like the tiniest little piece ever, but it doesn't matter. At least that is going to be holding that in there now. So see, that turned out not too bad. Pretty decent. Alright, now we got to do this cut line. So, let's grab some more foil. Hold on. Every once in a minute, I got to kind of clean up my station here. It's not that big, so I don't got a lot of room. So I do recommend like that, like this 1/2 inch one. Man, I mean, look how nice that came in. I didn't have to even buy a copper sheet, you know. But the problem was, is like even the 1/4 inch didn't really work for me when I was trying to do the overlay last time. So I would go for a 1/2 inch or just buy the sheets of it. Alright, so this one is from here. So that's where. right there. So about right here.
Tell me who did what I did. Who you know business legit. Who you know really been having this shit.
That's me. Slumped over jet lag. Now, how close do I want it? What's that look like? Like a 1/4 inch? Oh, you lost 5 dogs over the years. Oh, I'm sorry. That sucks. Alright. So, yeah, I know, I'm super slow. Nope, I'm not feeling this one right now. I can't. That one, they always get me on that one for copyright or some crap like that. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna start it right here. And I want to come down here. So being that I know my point, I'm actually gonna go from my point up instead of going down. Why? Because I have more like lenience going upwards. So let's do. So I swept the floor, kept the shine, left the rust in the overtime. You can hold the souvenirs. I took the go back here. Every trick you taught by accident, turn that grit into gas. And how big you want it? You're gonna want it about as big as however your solder lines are gonna be. Like to start off with, you know, like to where I. Alright, let's see how that turned out. Hold on. There we go. Alright. So let's see. Now that I can cut off. Hold on. Found a quiet's not empty, this room is stretched, and confidence fits like a well-worn watch. You tell friends you always fix me. Brandish that back down a little more. Okay, I don't want that foil really there, or not that much anyways, so I'm gonna cut off at least a little bit. Oh, look at it, it wants to come off itself. That's fine. You can do whatever you want to do, but I'm gonna put you on there no matter what. So it seems like it wants to bust right here, so that's fine. There. Let it bust. And why do I say that? Because wait, I feel like there's another one. Is that it? 1, 2. Oh yeah, that's it. Okay, so now that we got that, alright. So now, because we have this now, that little tiny bit, boom, boom, right? I know it's just barely anything. It doesn't matter. It matters so much. Okay, because now that little bit's going to be held on there So if push comes to shove and your shit starts falling apart, at least, hold on, sorry, I'm looking for my foil. Was it gonna use 732? Yeah. Oh, um, at least now it still is reinforced by something holding it on there, you know. So, oh yeah, what am I doing? So I need to start it here. That's right. Sorry, sometimes I get sidetracked when I like talk. Sometimes I get sidetracked when I talk and I start thinking at the same time. Alright. And we already went over this, luckily. So, I mean, I shouldn't. You guys pretty much know what to do at this point. Remember, leave yourself some slack when you're going up in the tight curves. Take your finger, and then like even like see that tight little. My finger's like I got a fat finger. Doesn't really want to fit in there. So you can always take your little fib and just like. Oh, sorry, hold on. And just kind of go in there like that, you know, like. Oh, now it's in there good. Okay. Alright, now back to the one part. Don't meet nobody. Don't meet nobody. Don't meet nobody. Alright. Cool. Make sure you line it up as close as you can. And now we cut that off. That's about it for the overlay, you guys. Like, we're pretty much done here. We just gotta brandish it. So, I'm gonna start under the curve. And I like to go like this. And then, sorry. I like to go like this. And then I kind of like lightly start going on the curve like that. Boom, boom, boom. And just as I'm doing this, I'm slowly rotating this down. So it's slowly like curving as opposed to just being like wah, wah, because what's gonna happen is your foil is gonna bust, and then you can either fix it, which you need to do, or you cannot fix it, which is gonna compromise your work in the long run because it's not gonna hold up through time. Like, it's just not. So, I mean, it's totally up to you though. You know, some people do it for profit, some people do it because, like, shit, push comes to shove, I gotta do something. You know, who knows? Whatever your. Pick your poison. Pick your poison, my friends. Alright. So, again, like that. Because when you do that, it still sometimes splits, but honestly, I've noticed it's a lot less likely to split. And as far as I go, you know, as far as like, for instance, the overlay, you're not going to need an overlay on the back because see that shadow? It's going to have that shadow. Like, I mean, first of all, this is going to be in the light. So, I mean, if you can see the shadow in the shade, you're going to definitely be able to see it in the light. So you don't need to double-side it. An overlay is really just one side. Unless you wanted to do, you know, something cool and do, like, I don't know, a couple different overlays, like one overlay on one side and one overlay on another side, and then they, like, interlock together to make some weird, cool design. You know, I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. Matter of fact, now I got an idea. I'm like, ooh, that sounds actually hella legit, and I haven't seen anybody do that. Like, what if I had overlay on the front and overlay on the back, and then... Actually, I can't tell you guys yet. Sorry. There are some things I have to keep secret. My ideas. But I'll show you how to do anything I know how to do. I'm willing to show you any of that. And I'm always willing to offer you up any information I know on products to buy and places to shop at and yada yada yada. What you're doing also, see? Okay, now do you see how they're, look at it didn't split anywhere. Yay. So I just feel like as you're going slowly like this along the edge, what it's doing at the same time is it's heating. It's slowly getting that heat from the the pressure of going back and forth like that. And so as it's heating up, the foil is getting easier to like mold to the thing without wanting to split. I've heard of people, and I have tried this before, using, those like hand warmers that they're disposable and you get them for like, I don't know, 99 cents or something like that. I've heard of people saying that they've used those before to like, basically make the foil more malleable. I think I said that word right. Malleable, I don't know. Anyways, and that way it like molds easier without tearing. I tried it. I thought it worked okay. But I honestly, I guess I didn't feel like it worked a whole lot better because I still have a bunch of those hand warmers now and nothing to do with them. All right, so we're gonna brandish this side, and actually, usually I brandish the front, but I don't know. I don't remember all the time. Why? It doesn't matter. Not really. This side you want to be gentle on because you got that foil overlay. And okay, now see, look at that. See how it's split right there? So cool. I get to show you how to make a repair. But first, let's just finish brandishing this whole thing. We'll fix what we need to fix at the end here. Be gentle on this. Like, don't go back and forth. Obviously, just keep it one direction, whichever direction. This one I go back and forth on, but that's because it's not really, or I don't know. Sometimes I'm different every day sometimes. And it's really, but I know what works and I know what doesn't work for me anyways. Okay, so now that looks pretty much brandished on there pretty good. So I got 1, 2, I'm gonna put, did I count that one? 1, 2, we had, oh wait. I'm gonna do 3. So I'm gonna do 3 patches just because I want to be on the safe side. So I'm just gonna take my 732. Okay, I got a big bunch, but that's because I'm cutting 3 of them. So I want to make one. There's a rip here. I want to make this a little, where was it? Right here. And there was, I thought that one's actually, oh yeah, no. Well, no, I'm going to leave that one. So I'm just going to do 2. So now I don't want this lifting up my full overlay. So let me cut that off. That way when I pull it down, see how now it's not touching that? Because I don't want when I take that off it to compromise like what I already just put on there. You're just going to overlap it like that. And then you're going to brandish it. And this one, and just be careful for that overlay there. Alright. And then, oh, no, I do gotta do that one. So, right here. So what happens is like wherever the copper foil is, that is the only spot. Like solder, I don't care if you put flux all over the glass. The solder is not going to stick to the flux if it doesn't have any copper foil on it, or like brass, or like something like that. So to be completely honest, it's like if you see a rip when you solder it, you're gonna see the rip. Like, see, I almost even see that, but that one's not a big deal. That one's like minuscule. There are, I mean, like some rips, like it's like, oh, it's a nick. I'd call it a nick. That's fine. But if it's a rip, you better repair it. I mean, that's just if you want your work to hold up over time. And like that, like I had somebody say the other day, oh, like you polish and wax your pieces, and I thought, you don't? I was like, how do you get them to stay up over time, like outdoors? You know, I mean, but I know some people don't put them outdoors. They probably put them most of the time in their window or something, like in the kitchen or in their bedroom or whatnot. But I like literally all of mine are outside. Um, and so I realized, because in the very beginning when I was doing this, I mean, bless his soul, I love the guy. But like the guy that was teaching the class said, "Oh no, you don't have to do that. You know, you don't have to wax or solder or wax or polish it." No, I have realized you do. If you want it to last, if you want it to stay shiny, if you want it to like, just you do. I'd say happy Super Bowl Sunday to y'all, but I guess you're watching because you aren't watching that either. All right, now with this, I'm just gonna kind of get it as close to that line. See? So now we got that overlay, and the nice thing is like that overlay, this part is being held down by the outer layer. So that way you're not worried about like, well, what if it just peels off? Because that's what I was thinking. Like, I'm thinking, well, over time, if you don't have this, like, something holding it down, then what doesn't make it just come off, you know? Anyways. Alright, I don't know if you guys want to see anything else. I mean, all I'm going to do is copper foil, so it's going to be kind of pretty boring, but if you want to watch, feel free. I got to, what time is it? Oh, I got 10 minutes, I think. So, I'm out of contact paper right now, unfortunately. But that's alright. I'll make it work. So, and then you guys see, like, if you guys like wire work, like, I don't know if you guys have seen any of the wire work I do. Like, I did a bunch of flowers, or like the dragons that I did recently. So this piece was actually, what is that, 6 pieces? Dude, why do 6 tiny little pieces when you could do 1 piece and then do the wire work, which looks a lot more delicate? You know? Like, I don't get that. But I noticed that some of these, like I've said in the past, some of these patterns, I can tell looking at the pattern that like they're showing me the picture of, that you have not made that in stained glass. That is faux stained glass. That is like just an image. That is not something that you actually tried. You can just tell. It's just kind of easy to tell. And it's kind of annoying because those people that have never really made stained glass and they only make the patterns, which I give them credit because they make beautiful patterns, but they don't know where to make the cut lines. And so as a result, you usually end up having to edit the pattern because they don't realize that, like, they've never really done stained glass, so they don't really realize that, like, that cut is, like, near impossible to do, you know? But other than that, I love their patterns. They're super great and unique and stuff like that. Wah, wah, wah. Man, you guys, I'm sorry, you guys. Is anybody over the years? No. Feel free to just, if you can't see what I'm doing, because sorry, I'm moving the camera around so much because I want you to like get the best view for here. Let me tilt it this way a little more because it looks like I'm right here. I mean, if you guys want, who's watching? 8 people? If you guys want to see me like cut glass or like grind glass or do anything different in the next like now, then like I'm down. Like I got other stuff I could do as well. I just wanted to show the copper foiling because I hadn't ever done that yet. Um, and I try to like, I'm not always the best at it, but I try to like, here I'll show you on the next, I'll show you on this next piece. And I go along on each piece usually because otherwise I forget. Like when it's off that little bit, I go back right then and do it. Otherwise, I don't know, it just takes too long. Okay, where's that blue? So I was gonna show you, what was it about something about the copper. So where's this one go? Right, that's not it. Is it? No, that's not it. Oh, here it is. Remember, do not do it on the curved. Do it on like a straighter part. Don't do it on the outer edge of the piece. Do it on the inside where another piece of glass and solder is going to be holding them to each other. Again, that's all. Ooh-wee. Sorry, my phone's on the charger, so my hand kept hitting it. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So when I do this, like, okay, I got a little tiny piece. That one's fine. Got a little tiny piece. Let me try to get, if you want the corners to be nice and like twirly, then you want to do it kind of like brandish it and then boop down from the corner down to the thing, you know. And then sometimes I feel like if I can't do that, I'll just do this with the side of it, you know, like at an angle, you know, because sometimes my little fingers are a little too fat for those curves. And I'm out of contact paper. Otherwise, these would be staying together nice. Well, nice. Well, they'd be staying together nice. Well. I'm protected, abundant intact. Peace in my chest, clarity in my mind. I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to change it up here in a second. I do want to. What time is it? It's 2. I mean, I want to foil. I have to get this done. So I mean, it's gonna get done. But I kind of need a break, like from foiling. It gets old. I know I haven't even done that many pieces, but oh my god. Foiling is honestly my least favorite part. I always recommend putting on a movie that you've already seen, but like a classic one that you love, and just sitting there and foiling away because you know you don't want to put on anything that you want to watch and see because or that you haven't seen because you're gonna watch it. But you know, just those familiar favorites. those always work good for just like sitting there for a couple hours and foiling. And I don't know about you guys, but for me, it takes me about 3 to 5 minutes for each piece. I mean, I feel like I'm getting faster, but see, and it's almost not a huge difference, but see right there, because remember I did this one with a 1/4 inch and this is 732. It's really not that much bigger of a difference, but I see I just want it like that. 732, 732. Oh, hold on, water break. Oh. Sorry, give me 1 second. I just kind of gotta make a little room here on my screen. And these ones. Ah, come on, Phil. Alright. Hold on, I gotta take a hit. Alright, so where are we? 38. Need more rubbing alcohol. So rubbing alcohol comes in. Honestly, I've never used it so much in my life, and I love it. I could never. I love rubbing alcohol. Isn't that weird? Anyways, so why? Because like, if you guys solder by chance, if you guys solder, do you ever get it goopy where it wants to form these little peaks? Like a peak, like you would if you're making frosting, like when you're baking or something like that. Anyways, it forms peaks, and it doesn't want to go like mercury looks like. It doesn't want to just liquefy like it does. It gets all goopy. So when you do that, if you take rubbing alcohol, go over the solder line, wait for it to dry for like what, 30 seconds or something, and then reflux it, and then solder again, it'll go exactly back to the way that it was. Like, it'll go back to normal. And oh my gosh, like when I learned that, I was like, it was a game changer, because I honestly had thought that like that was it. Like, oh, once it got goopy, that's it. I'm screwed. That I took too long to solder, and now I'm just like SOL. But then I learned from that lady, everything stained glass. She's such a cool lady, and like, I highly recommend if you have any questions. Like, I get pretty much all my answers from her. She has her master's, and like, she's just really, she's an awesome lady, and she gives you a lot of information. Like, all the information I get from her is just free information. She's just nice. She's just a nice lady. you know Sometimes it's hard to believe because there's not many of them out there these days, I feel like. You guys, sorry. See, I'm trying to get like, so what I was saying earlier, sorry, I don't think I finished saying, is I try to get, I don't care that, but I try to get the like when you brandish this side, if you get the closer you, the flatter you can get that, then obviously it's gonna fold over and look really nice. Like the fold over is gonna look nice on the tip. Um, so I'm using 732 for. I wish I could tell you what type of glass this is besides iridescent glass, but I actually do not know if there's like a specific name for it. I'm sure there is, but this one kind of looks like an opal, like a mix of like an opal and like an opaly blue, but it's like an opal blue, pinkish purple. Uh, I don't know. It's pretty cool. I haven't really come across. Actually, haven't come across this glass yet, but apparently now I did. So whatever. I'm a nerd. I'm sorry. Oh man, shit is. People are hilarious, fool. Hilarious. All right, I want to do something else, you guys. All right, let's do something else. Oh, what time is it? I have to have this. Oh, it's 2 o'clock right now. Shoot, I got time. Okay, we're gonna cut some glass because I'm tired of pointing at the moment. I only got half of it left, so that's not too bad. That goes there. Well, maybe a little more. All right, let me do a few more. Scheiße, man. I really want to cut right now. And I got hella patterns. Like, I got hella patterns that I'm ready to go on. I'm like, oh. I finally fixed this one. It's a fox one. And it's a fox one, but it's a different pattern. And I've been wanting to do it for quite a while, but it's a lot of pieces. So just so you guys know, I mean, if you're ever thinking about like selling or whatever, I've been selling for about a year now, and it really depends on, well, I don't know what it depends on exactly. I'm still figuring it out, but I feel like it depends on a lot of, like, I wish I was a little bit better on I'm good with computers. It's just that sometimes these websites make trying to sell your shit like the fucking labyrinth. And it's like, how the hell do you, like, it's just ridiculous. Like, the hoops that you're trying to jump through. And they're like, oh, yeah, it's no problem. I'm like, yeah, no problem for you, maybe. You ain't the one doing all the back work. But, anyways, damn, see what I talked too long ago of subjects and I forget what I was gonna say. Something about something. It'll come to me. I'm like, sorry, storm, man. I'm going, like, can anyone agree with me when, like, does anybody else hate FaceTime? I hate FaceTiming people. It's the weirdest thing. I do not want to look at myself talking to you. Like, that's weird. Like, that's not the way we were born. Like, if we were born with, I don't know, we should have been born with a rear view mirror then in the front of our head. Like, I don't want to see myself chatting with somebody. Like, I just want to see the other person. And I don't know if that there's a way to turn that off. I just, like, hated it so much, I've never even attempted I'm like, no, hell no. Like, I will not answer your face call if you call. Like, nobody's. My best friends, I don't even answer hers. No, I do every once in a great while, but it's gotta be. I'm like, girl, you know I hate that shit. Just call me. Don't make me look at myself. Like, see, like this. See that corner? How it's like not like that. Yeah, that's what I mean. But this one I could just fix it by like, there. And then I'll here watch. See? Better. Oh, but see, look at look at that. Ooh, look at that. You know what's gonna happen if you want to solder it like that? Go ahead, solder it like that. And you know what's gonna happen, right? It's gonna be a little solder design that looks like that. I'm like, do I come off as mean or something? Sometimes I feel like, do I come off as mean? Damn, I'm not being mean. Yeah, who cares? Welcome. Fuck. Alright. Y'all don't have to watch shit. I'm gonna keep live streaming, and you can either watch or you don't have to watch. I don't even care anymore. Oh, yeah.
Skate off with the peg, went the other way. George Gervin, I'm serving a funnel cake. Texas Joe, run it up, nigga, underlay. Got this Glock and this Drake on the double date. On your block and that nobody wanna play.
Wow. Fudge. So I had used that 1/4 inch on that one, and then remember I was like, oh, this glass is thinner, but then I was on a roll and I completely forgot to switch. That's why sometimes, like, it's sometimes better just to foil the pieces that, like, foil one, like, if you know which type size foil you want for each one, sometimes it's better just to do, okay, let me foil those pieces, then put that foil out of the way, and then, like, because this is, that's not the first time that's, like, happened. It's just, I get, on a roll, and then I'm like, oh shit, I forgot, like, I was going to use thinner foil for that one. But let's see how it works. I don't think it's going to be, I kind of think it's not going to be that noticeable. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, that's cool. Oh, good. I was going to be really bummed out, kind of. I was like, oh man, all that work. It always sucks when you, like, do something and then you find out, like, I don't know, all that work you did. Like, for instance, like, I've made pieces before, and it could have been because I was, like, soldering outside, and, like, I don't know what too cold is too cold for soldering at the moment. I don't know that yet. But I know that going from heat to cold too quick is like, but see, I don't think it's that cold here. So I don't think it's that cold here to where that would be too much of an issue. I think it was more that I left the soldering iron on, like, a little too. I put it on one spot for a little too long. I should have, and it could have. I think it was a butterfly, one of those 3D butterflies. Um, and then also there could have been a hairline crack already in the glass. And when I soldered it, the heat made it, like, pop. But You never know. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know. I had no point. I had no point to that. It was just a little tidbit of information. Know how to roll with the punches in case you want to. Down, down, down. You got a lot on your plate, man. You know I'll always be round, round, round. And it can get complicated, but you're gonna be just fine. You got know how to roll with the punches in case you want to. If it ain't easy, and it takes time, and I fall in behind. Stick to your stomach, isn't it something? Living ain't easy. I know the struggle, but honey, I love you. Living ain't easy. I just cut off that uneven overlap. That was all. You got to know how to roll with the punches in case you wonder. Living ain't easy, and it takes time. And I fall behind. Stick to your stomach, isn't it something? Living ain't easy. I know the struggle, but honey, I love you. Living ain't easy. Inside my mind, I see the stars, and they are parallel to my kaleidoscope eyes. My kaleidoscope I have to time myself sometimes because I really wonder if bigger pieces really take any longer to foil than smaller pieces. Because smaller pieces can be kind of like a pain in the butt because they're so tiny. And then bigger pieces I feel like are actually easier because it's like boom, boom, boom. Like, and they're usually just done really quick. But I don't know. Have to Google it. Google probably don't know that shit. I don't think I've ever heard Google say, I don't know. He says, I don't understand sometimes. I think that's the same thing, right? I think that's the same thing. I don't get it. I don't understand. Well, if anybody's watching right now, thanks for watching. I mainly showed the overlay in the beginning on the cat head up here. I did that overlay So that's not a cut line, it's just an overlay, a foil overlay. Which is gonna give it kind of like a dimension or whatever. And then this is how much of the cat I got left. If you guys want, I can do the tail real quick, but I'm just copper foiling. It's pretty basic. I was gonna switch it up, but I kind of want to get it out of the way. I don't know, we'll see. I kind of just fly by the pants or whatever the hell you call that, but I just kind of go with whatever I feel like doing at whatever feel like moment that is. So who knows? I mean, I want to make. I'm out of keychains. I didn't realize I was out, but I kind of want to make some more. If anybody has any cool ideas that you'd like to for a keychain, I mean, I'm not saying like you have to buy it, but if you can think of an idea for a cool keychain, I mean, I've done lips, I've done mushrooms, I've done hearts and cherries, I've done mermaid tails. I haven't done a diamond, but that's because I don't think it'd turn out really good. Just because the blur lines. Oh wait, I didn't alcohol that. The, sorry. I like this song. I'm sorry. I'll talk later. I don't know now. Oh, yeah. I know this song always makes me in a good mood. It's By Your Side by Vandaloo and Taylor. Sorry, I don't have contact paper right now, so like I ran out, so I've been using this this is like packing tape, but I just got to be more careful pulling it off because it's holding a little tighter. I don't want to break the pieces, but I had only taken the rubbing alcohol and done the sides on that, and so that's why it's just taking me a little bit here because I'm having to pull them off and then wipe it down the edges with the rubbing alcohol. Um, and like once again, like I say, that's just to remove any oil and dirt. And I mean, our hands, as much as we wash them, they're still gonna get oily. We touch shit every day, all the time, like every second. So it's yeah, it'll just help your copper foil tape stick better. And then yeah, I mean, the copper foil is pretty much your foundation. Like, it's the layout for your foundation of the solder, which is the solder's like, that's why when you solder, you don't want like this. I mean, don't be chintzy with the solder. Just like, you want a nice bubble line, not too blobby. You'll know if you use too much because it's going to turn into a blob. But if it's just like, you just want that nice bubble, you know? And I always say it's actually easier to put on more and take off. Like, it's easy to take off, just like don't let it cool too long. Like, I don't know how to. I mean, you can tell right away, I feel like, because it'll blob up in certain areas. Like, it'll be like, oh, a blob here and a blob here. But then these look fine. But that's because there's too much. So I'll just like take it and go bloop to the end, and then all that excess will come off. Or another method I do, if there's not a whole lot of blood, like if there's not a whole lot of solder that I need to take off there, I just need to take off maybe like a couple drops or something. I'll just tap it on there and then shake my soldering gun on the on the thing on the board and just tap off that extra, and then I'll do it one more time, or like however many times I need to take off. Just that method of doing it, I feel like works well when you need to take off like really just a little bit of an amount, you know. The other one where I said you could just pull it and go, that one's better if you have like like a lot of extra solder, and but you don't want to, you still don't want it, you don't want to be able to see these lines. Like when the solder's done, you should be able to see your copper foil lines. Like I should be able to see, oh, there looks like there's a design underneath that. What is that? Oh, that's this copper foil. No, that shouldn't be in it. That never should be a thing. That means you're not nearly using enough solder. And then all you have is silver colored, it's like silver plated copper foil. Alright, so you guys might want to see this one. So I can go in and start off with this because this is a big, it's a big piece, but it's long. And I really thought I was going to give me trouble with tearing, but the tearing really has more to do with like the light curves or the tight curves and the not tight curves. So like this one, like that's a tight curve because it goes from here to here pretty quick. This one, I got all that space so it's gradually going. So I don't think, if I remember right, last time I didn't have a tear. I kind of want to do. No, I want to do now. Well, hold on. Sorry, I'm thinking. Not now. Yes. I've been wanting to hear this song all day. I couldn't put it on. I was waiting for the moment. You gotta, you gotta. See how I have that little gap? Nah, we can't. That's exactly what I mean by you don't want that little gap like that. Because that's gonna pull tight, it's gonna make it tear. So there we go. We're gonna leave. I'm right-handed, so I need this left hand. But I'm gonna hold this like that, and you talk to me, and you want to keep you too fancy. Oh, oh, Hannah, baby, that's about as even as you're gonna get it right now. There we go. Woohoo! Woohoo, woohoo. it so fast. Just when I feel afraid. So right there, a little bit of the foil wanted to fold up, so I just used my fingernail and brought it back down so it doesn't. Because I'm pretty sure, um, only because this happened a lot to me, and I'm pretty sure this is the reason why. Um, when like, if there's no copper, if it's the lining on the inside, and it's not a copper batt, I'm pretty sure it doesn't want to hold the solder then, even with the flux, because you still don't have the copper. Does that make sense? Like what I'm saying? I think, I don't know though. I'd like to find that out because I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Because other than that, the glass is coated. Okay, check. The copper's on there. Check. What's the only thing different about, what's the common denominator out of the whole situation? Well, that little like flap right there where it's not wanting to hold is isn't copper. It's the inside of the black line copper. You know. So I don't know. Something to think about. And then you guys know, I mean, I'm doing this one silver because that's what color I want it. But I mean, actually, copper might look nice too. But this isn't for me, so I'll give the person options. And then, you know. But did I already wipe this piece down? I'll give it another go just in case. Sorry. That's why I'm like usually go in order, but I wanted to. There was just a few things I wanted to show you guys, and I'm still waiting to hear. Uh, I mean, this lady already paid, but she's supposed to come pick up today at some point. But she had said, "Well, I'm not gonna tell you her business. What am I talking about?" She's a nice lady. I like her. She just got busy for a minute, so she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, it's a busy day. I'll call you back." But I was like, "Oh, no worries." Because I get a lot of people too that like, you want to buy it, oh, you're super interested in it, and then time goes by and your money gets low, or like, you just don't really, you're like, well, I guess I don't need it, and it's like, what do I need more, like food or like a design? So I try to keep my like pricing pretty like the way pricing was a bitch. I'm not gonna lie, pricing was a bitch to try to figure out because it's like, what? Like, especially, it really depends on your location. Like if you lived in New York, who knows? You could maybe charge up the butt. But my thing is at the same time too, it also depends on how many artists are in and how many people in the craft that you do are in your area. Like if you don't have a lot of people in the same field, then like your competition isn't that much. Granted, LA might have more like options as far as like classes you could take to learn more to like further it, but you also have a lot more competition. And it's like these people, I'm telling you, some of these people are freaking insanely gifted. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Like, how did you learn how to do that? Like, teach me how to be the grasshopper. Like, for real though. Like, I love learning. Like, seriously, one of my, sayings that I've always said. Like, I don't know, it was just something I believe, like a core value for me is that, like, first of all, like, you should want to wake up. Like, I always wanted a job where I wanted to wake up and I couldn't wait to wake up and go to work. And I wanted a job where I could work all day and it left me wanting more. And then I've worked at another job. I've worked at other just retail and a lot of restaurant jobs. And I love those jobs because I like working with people a lot. But it's just like, man, where was I going with that? See, I always lose my train of thought. I'm really bad at that. I know I get it from my mom, but because my mom will start telling you a story and then like she thinks there's something else along with the story, but then the story just keeps going. And then my dad will be like, okay, wait. But I love my parents and they're awesome, dude. You gotta give them props. They've been married 46 years, I think now. Or this year is either their 46th or 47th anniversary. So they've been married a great and like, you know, they're lucky people because we don't all get that. Oh, I remember I was saying something about buying glass. I don't know. Oh, see? Pop. I wonder if any of you guys like, I don't know, over the years, like, is anybody old enough to know who Alexis on Fire is? Anybody at all? Like, I love them. They were so rad to see at the Vans Warped Tour, and it just sucks because this was like, I mean, it sucked because I felt like they were disappointed in like the crowd. Like our crowd just like, I don't know. You come all that way, you know, because I think they were from Canada, I want to say. Was it Canada? I don't remember. Canada or something like that. But man, it's like all that. And you're like, I don't know, just to be pumped up for something and then like maybe not like feel like, yeah, that was kind of fun, you know. It's a bummer, it's a letdown. And I was like, no, because I want you guys to come back and perform again. And if you have a hard time, like if you kind of got like, say you got like chubby fingers or whatever, um, what I'll do is I'll just take the end of this and I'll just kind of go like that, and that way you get the crisp corners still without having to try to do it with your finger and stuff. Because especially like on a diamond, like that pointy end, you got like 3 points meeting up here, and so they get really tiny right there. Like, I mean, your finger's gonna. It's just, to me, it's easier, but I mean, it's just an opinion, so that's how. Just an option to try. Wow, yo. And this piece, okay, so you guys might have noticed it says like that 43, but this is wrong. I think it's wrong because what happened, yes, it is wrong. I actually have to white out the pattern and redo it again because, well, not white out the pattern, but white out all the numbers and the coloring on it. Only because I have made the last pattern I made of the same cat. It was the same design. I thought I had it the biggest that I could get it for the printer that I have. And apparently I could have done it larger. And I didn't realize that except for, I don't know, I just was looking at it by chance and I was like, gosh, that looks like smaller. Like, why was I thinking it was like bigger? And then, yeah, I figured that out. So, what was my point? I don't know. Oh, so. Nah, I don't remember. Sorry, guys. I smoked a bowl earlier, so I'm a little bit stony. But I live in California, so. And I didn't do it on camera, so just. They can kiss my sweet ass. So, I don't know. They might monetize me now. Or whatever the hell you call it. I don't even know what this. Why does this keep. Okay, here. I need to move you like this. There. But then the problem is I don't have enough room sometimes to like show you guys. Because like my hand has like what, 3 to 4 inches? 4 inches between here and the screen. I know somebody out there is like, well, you're gonna have to figure it out then. You're right. Touche. I will. Not feeling it. I like it, but I don't want to hear that. Oh, I like it, but I'm not in a sad mood. Nope, not right now. Who's this? Alright, I might play this. I'm like, this song doesn't sound familiar, so maybe. I hope you guys are remembering to not do. Remember, don't be putting the seam lines on the outside unless you want it to fall apart later in life. Which, yeah, you already made the sale, but the reputation level will go down. That's what we don't want. Come on, this is coming from a two-time felon. No, no, for real. Don't worry, it was nothing bad. Well, it was bad, but nothing bad happened. It was, nothing bad happened. So that was good. And I don't mean just for me. I mean for everybody involved. It was just a bad situation. Wrong people, bad place, bad timing. But life's different now. Sometimes, I honestly didn't think I'd hear my calling. I thought I'd never hear my calling. I thought I was just destined to be, working at McDonald's or, I don't know, Hobby Lobby for, till I'm, 70. I'm not married. I don't have kids. And I'm who's gonna be there for me? I have nobody besides friends, but friends can only take you so far. They can only, some friends, really don't have a whole lot of time to invest in, anybody other than themselves. And I'm not saying invest, but, a relationship with a person is like a relationship with a plant. You gotta water it. You gotta, feed it. You gotta, you know, I honestly believe, like, every time I talk to my plants, dude, I don't know what happens, but they do good. So, I mean, you gotta talk to it. You gotta nourish the relationship. Otherwise, what's gonna happen? The plant's gonna die. It's the same with the relationship. So, I just don't get, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You get what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying? Or am I making no sense? I guess I'm making no sense because nobody wants to answer. That's alright. La-di-da. Alright, whatever. How many pieces I got left? 1, 2. Get out. 2. Oh, shit. Hell yeah. I'm so stoked. That is awesome. Damn, I went through that hella quick. And the overlay. 248? Yeah, because that guy just came by. So that's weird. Man, I guess this cat isn't a whole lot of pieces though, actually, now that I think about it. Oh, that's what I was telling you guys earlier, is that I know you see here 42, 41, but because the pattern was a weird jacked up pattern that I don't know. It was just weird. So I had to edit it all. So when I edited it, I left the numbers, I think. The numbers that were already on there, I left them. But then I had to go back and renumber them because when I copied it, it just, we had plenty of black ink. It just didn't want to show up. You couldn't really see what the numbers were. So I was kind of taking a guess at which numbers were which numbers. And then yada, yada, yada. I don't know. I could go on forever. You know me, I'm a talker, so my bad. Everybody's like, yeah, bitch. Just shut up for a second. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I didn't mean to be rude. How rude. Okay, I think they're just like, I love, sometimes YouTube like plays me everything I want to hear. Sometimes, not so much. Yeah, I like this one. It's about time for a taquito break or some shit. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. No. Oh, there it is. Oh, I got 2 pieces left. Wow, so where's the other piece? I don't remember if I wiped this part down. And then, in case you guys didn't know, this is about how much of an overlap I do. Hold on, let me make sure I got it even. Yeah. I do about, you see that overlap? Like how much we got of it right there? Right here. Anyways, and then I go about that far down, like a nice little, like a half inch. Um, you may not need to go that much. I don't really know. That's just what I feel comfortable with, so that's why I do it that much. Yay! No tears again. I didn't really think there was gonna be, but I wasn't so sure about right. Oh, and there might be one. Yeah, I think there is a tear. That's right. There's only one. Like I said, I'm a perfectionist. I can't stand it. I'm a perfectionist about everything other than me. No, see, and I hate having to do that, but I just cut it up pretty quick then. Basically, I mean, I angle it up quick. Oh, that wasn't as quick as I wanted, but that's alright. Because that's a little tiny map. That's a little tiny for an overlay for me. But it is what it is. So it is what it is. I'm not going back and redoing it. Like I'm a perfectionist, but I'm not that much of a perfectionist. Like I don't know. I'm also into probably people that other people aren't. I think I have an eclectic taste in men. That's all, and women, but it's just eclectic. The one thing I hate though, narcissists. Oh God, vomit. So you guys so lonely. Ah, sorry, hold on. Let me pull this out more. Okay, it's not giving me enough slack. So again, you guys just kind of boom, boom, boom. Now I turn it. Now I'm gonna use that finger. Get flat. Boom. Take that and turn it. And boom. Alright, you guys, that was it. We're done with the cat, yo. We are done with the cat as far as foiling. That's awesome because what time is it? Because it's 3 o'clock. That gives me 6 hours to solder it, polish it, wax it, and yeah, cool. And I just want to cut something right now, so I mean, I couldn't take looking at how many people were watching anymore, so I put a piece of copper foil tape over it so I don't have to see. I'm like, this is just me. It's just like, if you don't want to watch, don't watch. Like, ain't nobody forcing. But if you do want to watch, I appreciate it because you make me not feel like a loser. For real though, yo. I think it didn't help, like, for the longest time, like, not being able to, like, I never knew what I wanted to do. That was really hard. This is a good song, too. Yeah. Damn. Well, that was close. Another day in the life of Callie. Oh, what's going on? ICE is in here, are they? Guaranteed, like, in the next, like, I give it less than, like, 2 years. I give it, like, a year. I guarantee you, like, shit you not, that people are gonna start building, like, fucking secret hiding places, and like back in the day when Hitler took over not for Germany, like people are gonna start figuring out like, okay, where can we hide from our government because these people are off the fucking chain. They've literally lost their like, you've lost your mind, bro. Do you hear the words coming out of your mouth? No. Okay then. But that's all I gotta say. So do yourself a favor. I'm gonna build myself a little. No, I've always loved secret passageways too. Like that's always been something that intrigued me. I always thought they were so cool. A friend of mine from I don't even know. Sorry, you guys don't want to know. Anyways, all right. So we're done with the cat. So let's put this together. And where this didn't really work out like I wanted it to. But it's okay because I can get it pretty close. I can get it. I can do it. It's just that. It's just that contact makes it. Oh, I need my dots. So this. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Where you guys? Alright, I'm gonna go grab my dots, the Cobbletons, because that's what's gonna go right here. Dang, I don't know, that overlay was so much harder last time. Oh, and I might have a cute little pink nose for that. Alright, I don't know if you guys want the music on, but I'll just let it run. I'll turn it on low though. Oh, I'll be back. I'm gonna grab my dots and then that's it. So, actually, no. No, I'm gonna let you guys go for right now because I forgot. I gotta text the person that has this order and ask them a question. And on top of that, I gotta see if this lady's gonna pick up. So give me till what time is it right now? And my computer's gonna charge. So it's 3 o'clock. So I think I'll be back out here. I'm gonna say 5 o'clock, 4:30 or 5. So if you want to see anything else like that, I think I'm gonna solder. I want to cut a little. I just feel like cutting right now really bad. Um. So yeah, I don't know. Anyways, tune in if you want later, and I really appreciate everybody that like watched and supports me, and it's cool. I love doing it, and like I think what I hope everybody would get out of it is like just I'm 40. Like I just turned 40 in September, and I honestly like I was so sad for so I was so sad for so long because like I seen so many people around me like doing things they wanted to do and that they loved supposedly, and like I just thought like why hasn't this happened for me? Like why am I only making minimum wage jobs? Like why? You know, like I'm not a bad person, like I didn't understand. And anyways, this is really like I think the one thing I can take out of it is that I realized that for me, like little accomplishments give me more motivation to keep going. So like when I do something and like I'm like, oh cool, I did it, or like, oh, and I'm really happy with the way it turns out, it motivates me to keep going. And you know, like I just hope that everybody out there finds what you guys love to do and like what makes you happy, and like you don't want to wake up one day and realize that you're an old person and your whole life passed you by and you didn't really even get to do much that you loved, you know. But anyways, thanks so much for guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a little bit if I see you in a little bit, okay? If not, have a good rest of the week, okay? Bye.